to save the care's heart, a stairway to harmony, a brand new start.
Last session, you carved down the goblin vampire horror construct and watched its blood become black mist. It streamed toward a sarcophagus on a dais between weeping angels as the whole crypt took up a heartbeat. 4 raised sigils on the sarcophagus lid, eye, skull, heart, hand, with a central evil rune that glowed in rhythm with each heartbeat, each raised sigil connected with a mural line. Their sorrow feeds her mercy. He who bled for her pain was remade eternal. You desire to be free, don't you? When the eyes of fear fall upon you, kneel and she will spare your soul. Wrong presses tore at your essence and fed the hovering mist, rapidly reforming the goblin. Then the truth snapped into focus. Fear feeds pain, pain feeds sorrow, sorrow feeds desire. You pressed skull, heart, eye, hand. The lid unlocked and slid, revealing a shriveled, living heart, strung with shadowed veins. Before anything could answer its thump, Chell snapped his walking stick and staked it. The mist vanished, the goblin's body fell and turned to dust, and the Bone Legion, Mr. Bones and 20 skeletons, climbed up to salute Enkel. Your sweep of the crypts uncovered more than bones. A primordial contract named Party 1 and Grut of the Goathammer clan. Party 1 made Grut into the vampire creature from a romance cover and reserved a future favor. You gathered Kate's missing books and portrait, and on the street the town poured from the chapel, cheering for the heroes of Ashbrook. Later that day you attended Harry's funeral, after which you carried Harry Holmes's coffin to the Northern Cemetery pyre. The town bowed as the flames rose, and the priest's fire-laced sermon promised they'd meet again in the flames. At the mayor's marble halls, Jeremy Musgraves sat with his much younger wife Theodora and son Carl. After heavy praise, he seemed to forget you mid-sentence, then handed you a heavy reward and asked you to lead the Harvest Festival. He also routed you to arrangements, and you noticed how no one remembered last year's monarch. In the graveyard mist, Enkel's uncle and Tech arrived with a chorus of ancestral voices and pressed a humming Meyerhart shard into Enkel's hand. When it turns red, the horror is feeding. The swamp's soul is chained, and breaking that chain may finally let them rest. You checked the river's bone circle ward and saw innumerable small patterns clustering to watch you from astral space. Later, Jonas and Gertrude begged help for baby Archie. Holy water revealed the lie. The infant exploded into a thorned, vine-limbed horror that blasted through a window into the yard. You chased, hammered it with Scrad's aura strike and Ainsley's shield, Zephyr's acrobatic cuts and the skeleton squad's charge, and crushed it as sap spattered the grass. The parents learned their real child had been gone for weeks. Following webbed tunnels under town, you found a sloping passage breathing fog from an exit into forest. Scrad dispelled the mist long enough to see daylight before it folded back in. With the Harvest Festival tomorrow, Kate, newly entered as a candidate, votes secretly cast, and the mayor expecting you to lead, you turned back toward the bone circle, ready to test it, and to finally pull the mask off whatever is feeding on Ashbrook's sorrow.
Welcome to the Great Adept Debate-Off. The quotes have been gathered, the banter is loaded, and each hero is ready to prove their tongue is mightier than their sword. And the losers, well, they'll argue about it next week anyway. Settle in. The banter battle begins now. Our first quote tonight is when Kel has a thought that a horror might be in the sarcophagus waiting to be released.
An actual horror, and then we are not physically prepared for that.
I feel like
I think I'm going to throw up.
Your next contender, we see Zephyr giving himself a new nickname after destroying the horror plant that erupted from baby Archie.
Zephyr the Bush Tree.
This one's a classic. Ainsley's blunt comment when looking in on Kate, and she is crying at home.
Funerals are an aphrodisiac.
All right, listen to this. It's Reggie trying to decide if Scrad should cast Dispel Magic on the bone circle in the river surrounding Ashbrook.
I need to know what Ainsley thinks we should do so I can do the other one.
Witness this masterpiece, Scrad reminiscing about the Chalice and Argyros being core group.
The Chalice.
You know,
the
the Chalice and Argos, in a way, are core group. Even if Argos is kind of a dick.
Last, we have another gem from tonight. Chell sarcastically talking about the black smoke forming over the vampire sarcophagus.
Nothing bad ever comes out of a swirling ball of blackness.
Yeah, exactly. I disagree.
The quotes have been spoken. Now the power is yours. Vote for the champion of tonight's debate-off.